Big L bodied it.
The biggest thing in the world.
Like
he scared me to death. Yo, when I heard that on tape, I was scared to death.
Yeah.
I said, yo, there's no way I could compete. If this is what I got to compete with, I said, there's no way.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? Welcome to my channel. My name is Isaac. If this is your first time here, I mainly talk about hip-hop and fashion. Subscribe to the channel and I promise you will not be let down. Today, I'm showing love to, in my opinion, the greatest rapper of all time, Big L. The term GOAT gets thrown around real loosely sometimes in jokes. Sometimes I'll even mess around and call someone the GOAT. But when it comes to this hip-hop shit, El Corleone, aka Lamont Coleman, is the best I ever heard in my life. Before I start this album review, I gotta give a shout out to my man DJ from Boston. I hope you're doing good, homie. Ain't talked to you in a cool minute. Saying he was the first one to ever put me on to Big L back in high school. And I'm glad he did that, man. I've been rocking with L ever since. Lifestylez of the Poor and Dangerous is Big L's debut studio album, which was released on March 28th, 1995. I was born 9 months after the release of this classic album. It's kind of weird to think that my parents... Fuck it, man. Let's keep it moving. The name of the album is derived from Lifestylez of the Rich and Famous, which was a TV show that ran from 1984 to 1995. There were no glitz and glamour, no champagne wishes and caviar dreams about L's debut album. It was dark, it was sinister, and at times you can even say blasphemous, some of the shit that homie was saying on here. He was just out of this world with the punchlines, man. You know what I'm saying? He could change from fast flow to regular flow. His lyricism, he was real witty. His puns, real dangerous MCs. He had a crazy arsenal of rhymes. The 3 main singles on the album, Put It On featuring Kid Capri, MVP, No Ends, No Skins, were really good and they made it onto Billboard. I think that the version of MVP that made it on the album wasn't as dope as the version with the R&B twist on it, but that's just me. I was also feeling tracks like All Black, Danger Zone. L's verse on The Graveyard was fucking nuts. Jay-Z and Lord Finesse were on that track and L put everybody in the body bag. If you don't believe me, go listen to that shit. I don't know how true this rumor is, but I heard that L and Jay battled back in Harlem. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day they battled. And all of Hov's people say that he won, and all of L's people say that he won. Judging from The Graveyard, as well as the 7-minute freestyle on Stretch and Bobito, I'm gonna say that L probably took that shit. On that 7-minute freestyle with Jay-Z, I've never seen anyone make Jay-Z look like that. You listen to that freestyle with L and J and you know who the best rapper was. I know it was a young Jay-Z, but even M on Renegade didn't make Jay-Z look like an amateur. Like M had the best verse on Renegade in my opinion, and Jay's verse was dope too. But when you make someone who everybody thinks is dead nice, you make them look like some regular old schmo walking down the street, that's saying a lot. And obviously I'm not saying that Jay-Z is average in any way. He's in the GOAT conversation as well. I'm just saying that L ripped him apart, man. My favorite song on this album gotta be Let Him Have It. Even if his grandma violates, she gotta go. You know what I mean? That shit right there, man. That whole track, this whole album is like lyrical stick-up. He spazzed the hell out like usual, and it was the perfect way to end the album on that track. As dope as this album was to me and every other hip-hop head in the world, surprisingly, this album only sold around 200,000 copies, and it debuted at number 149 on Billboard. I always talk about how the late 80s, 90s, early 2000s really appreciated true talent, but in regards to this album, it just goes to show that people were dumb as fuck back in the 90s too. The 90s wasn't all perfect. You had cats like Vanilla Ice, MC Hammer, and shit like that. On the song I Don't Understand It, L talks about that very topic of whack artists getting all the shine and dope ones being pushed to the side. You got record labels out there who have no care about true artistry or skill. It's all about stupidity. I'm always saying shit like that about a lot of the artists in this new generation, and it's crazy to look at the golden era of hip-hop, the 90s, and have to say this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's sad. Award nominations can tell you a lot about how good an artist is, but it doesn't always tell you the whole story. And there's always artists that are exceptions to the rule, such as Lamont Coleman. So the main producers on the album were Lord Finesse, Showbiz, and Buck Wild. You know what I'm saying? The sound was 100% New York boom bap. A lot of loop, siren type beats, very dark beats, which went along great for L. I think the production could have been a little bit better and have a little bit more variety. I can't help but wonder how L would have sounded over like a Premier beat or Dre beat or even like a RZA type beat. If there's anyone out there who has never heard of Big L before or you've never listened to him, this album is the perfect place to start. It's his debut, or you can go online and just check out some of the freestyles that he has. L is a prophet in hip hop. He was only 24 years old when his life was taken. There's no doubt in my mind that if he was alive today, he would have had the whole rap game in his hands. I love that still today he's still respected. And any rapper who is nice on any level, whether young, old, they've shown respect to Big L. I've heard M praise L. I heard Logic praise L. I heard Mac Miller praise L. Game, Crooked Eye, Royce da 5'9", Kiss, Fat Joe, Redman, Large Professor, Jay-Z, Nas, they all give it up to L. Never will I stop putting real hip hop first on this channel and even in my life. And skill will always matter to me. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. Get in the comments section and let me know what you think about the album, your favorite tracks, least favorite tracks, all that. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram at I'm Hurrikane Isaac 95. I'm gone. Peace.